In the rainforest at dawn time, the sun was setting down as it turning the whole scene into an autumn picture. Some unidentified fox-like creatures were crawling near a rocky cave, leaving something inside, and then went away. It was revealed that the reptile was a baby being in shape of a human who has the ears and a tail of a fox. Baby girl started crying. Her voice just got louder and louder, and at the same time, somewhat annoying. The shriek went as far as reaching a pack of wolves nearby. All layers raised up. The pack dashed through bushes and reached the rocky cave. Obviously, they found the crying baby girl. The carnivores looked as if they were in a hunger and would love to have their meal. They looked at the little fox like, their eyes wide open and saliva drooling. 7 years later. Surprisingly, the pack of wolves took her in as one of their cubs. They got along well and somehow became a family. Just like every day, the girl was now tagging in with the wolves. Her distinguished outlook makes us outstanding from the back. A colossal man who is 2.5 meters tall of a giant walked by their playground. He looked at the girl playing around with the wolves, holding his mighty ankh. He sensed something unusual came from his very close vicinity. He was bothered and stopped by it. A moment later, he thought, "This immense source of power, is that it?" He turned direction to the canines and walked up. His feet, marked with strength, stomped on the ground, shaking the area. Approached the girl and was hunted by the wolves. The man said, "I have no intention of harming her, but this girl should come with me." The wolves resisted that, or maybe they just didn't speak the language and they initiated a fight with him. After a howl, the hornback surrounded the man and started to charge him. Giant Man said, "I guess killing you all would be the easier job than talking." The battle broke out, which turned out to be no mercy to the wolves. As he swooped the Egyptian king, the ferocious animals made a piercing shriek and fell to the ground. At the end of the fight, pieces of the wolves were shattered all over the field. Their blood streamed like a river, and the smell of death was haunting the whole place. The clueless girl had no idea what was going on. She was standing frozen in shock at the scenario she had just witnessed. The man came to her and said, "This power must be under my control." He then loaded the baby girl on his shoulders. Little Foxtail couldn't even make a weak sound, and while on his back, her eyes were still staring at the dead wolves. As he walked away, the two silhouettes was faded away into the forest.